Oh, here I go. I was just trying out something new for the channel and see how it works. So I liked it. So we'll see. I keep doing it, and I might forget because I'm very forgetful. So, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is my name here, as you can see right there, Rivera. Oops, there, right. I don't know. Whatever. It's right there. It's all over the place. I'm back, and today this I saw this tweet over the weekend and I wanted to discuss it. It pissed me off, so I might be doing some sort of a rant here. So we'll see what it turns out. It's Kamala Harris, the vice president, unfortunately, and she decided. I'm not sure whether this was some sort of event, or some sort of Democratic Party event, a fundraiser or something, but she decided to talk about abortion rights and how Republicans are only at fault for it. So let's check this out real quick, and I'll give my commentary, which I will be most likely a rant because it'll make me very angry. Because I made me angry over the weekend, so I hope you'll check this out with me. We'll see. Boop, there we go. Kamala Harris. Republicans in Congress are now calling for a nationwide abortion ban. How dare they? How dare they? All right, so I'm gonna save my commentary for the end. I'm gonna watch the video and then I'm gonna give you my commentary afterwards. So let's do this. All right, everything's good.
Even then, people live in fear of what might be next because Republicans in Congress are now calling for a nationwide abortion ban. Some even from the moment of conception. The right of every woman in every state in this country to make decisions about her own body is on the line. And I've said it before and I will say it again. How dare they? How dare they?
No, how dare you, Kamala Harris? How dare you? How dare you and your party? In your fucking party, because as we all know, Democrats have had nearly 50, or no, exactly 50 years to codify Roe versus Wade. Let's get rid of that bitch. We had 50 years. They had 50 years to codify Roe versus Wade. What did they do? Dick. They didn't do a goddamn thing. All they did was fundraise off of it. They had what? Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton. That's two. Barack Obama's three, and now Biden four. Four U.S. presidents Democrats have had since 1973. And what did they do? Dick. All they did was fundraise off of it. They fundraised, they fear-mongered that Republicans may be able to take away abortion rights at some point, which is they proceeded to fundraise off of, which I already said twice, but you get the point. And they just sat on their hands and did nothing. The best chance they had to codify Roe versus Wade was 2009 when Barack Obama first entered office. Remember his first promise when he was running. He's like, the first thing I'm going to do, I can't do his voice, is I'm going to codify Roe versus Wade. He becomes president, and not late 2009, like January, right after he became president, they asked him, "Hey, you going to codify abortion rights?" He's like, "Oh, it's not a priority right now." So Brahma lied, of course, as we all become. He's a fucking liar, and he did nothing. He had a supermajority in the Senate and did nothing. Democrats, of course, were excused that by saying, "Oh, he had a supermajority for 2 weeks. Like, who cares? He had it for 2 weeks. Okay, he had plenty of time. He had plenty of chances to codify abortion and did nothing. Did dick. All he did is fundraise off of it again, just like every other Democrat done the last 50 years. And then this fucking I nearly used a c word. Bitch, Kamala Harris. Like, how dare you? How dare you? No, how dare you? How dare you, you stupid? I nearly used it again, bitch. I don't want to use the c word because it does offend some women, so I don't want to be offensive. So even though I don't give a shit about that, but I try not to use that word, that C word. How dare you, Kamala Harris? How dare you fundraise off this 50 years? How dare you not do anything to codify Roe versus Wade, and then raise money off it, and then grandstand and pontificate about how dare you, how dare At least here's the one thing about Republicans: at least they're honest about their intentions. They always have been, and always will be, especially when it comes to uh, social issues. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, they've always been honest about them. They're socially conservative, and they'll continue to be. And at least I know that they're honest about. They're not going to lie about that. They spent 50 years fighting to codify Roe versus Wade, And they did it. And they finally did it. I mean, not codify Roe versus Wade. Sorry. They spent 50 years trying to take away Roe versus Wade, and they did it. The Supreme Court overturned it. And now they're going for the nationwide abortion ban, as I'm not surprised by. I mean, that's their next step. I mean, they're not just going to stop at, giving the states the rights to ban abortion or not. They're going to go straight for the full nationwide abortion ban. And Democrats will sit on their ass, sit on their hands, as they usually do, and fundraise off of it. They're not actually going to do anything. I mean, that requires work, and they're too lazy for that. Instead of this fundraise and grandstand and pontificate about how they're better than the Republicans. And one more thing before I end this video. Look, let's be honest. Republicans fought for 50 years for a policy they believed in. I don't agree with it, but they fought for it. I respect them for that. I respect them for that. And what do liberals do? Or progressives? Liberals, and to be fair, progressives have been fighting to maintain, but these white liberals here, like pontificating and grandstanding on their shows, melting down about Roe versus Wade going away, like the Young Turks and their sycophants on the fucking YouTube channels, and they do nothing. They just sit there and pontificate, grandstand, yell and scream about how abortion rights going away and blame Biden for it. But meanwhile, their fault. What did they do? They didn't fight for it. They didn't fight to codify Roe versus Wade. They just sat on their ass and sat on their ass in their multi-million-dollar studios talking about how it's Democrats' fault. It's Democrats' fault. Where were you? Where were you out there in the streets? Where was Anna Kasparian? Where was Emma Vigeland? Nowhere. Nowhere. Sitting on their multi-million-dollar studio, pontificating and grandstanding. You know what the fuck they did? They can go fuck off too and get fucked because it's their fault. This is much a Democratic Party's fault. So that's the end of this video. I'm done. I mean, I've had enough of Kamala Harris and her ilk. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Make sure you give me a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. More videos are coming soon. And shameless plug time here before I go. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. There's the right there. Oops, right there. Those are my accounts. The first one on the left is my main account. The second one on the right there is my alternate. Follow both. Follow the INN crew. Their link tree is in the description box below as well, along with mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I bid you adieu.